Alright, so I've provided you with the link to the Cal Expo State Fair competition, and that is located in the Google Classroom. But anyway, here we're at this site, so I've clicked on the link, and you're going to go to the competitions page. It's one that has a golden bear on it. Click on that to open it up, and it's going to take you to a listing. So you should see a bunch of different categories. So you want to look for the one that says Student Showcase. It has some colored pencils and it has a magnifying glass on it. I'm just going to show you the guidebook first so you can kind of get an overview. That guidebook is long. It's like at least 30 something pages. And so there's everything you need to know is in there. But I'm just going to go over the main stuff that they have divisions. So I'm looking right there at the divisions and classes. You would look for either the drawing division, which is right there, number 600, or you would look for painting. And I will note that it doesn't have to be something that you created in class, although I'm encouraging you to use an image that you made here or artwork that you made. So it's really simple to do to apply and enter this competition. It does cost $10 for each entry, but that's really affordable when you consider the rate for a professional artist. One of the nice things about this competition is they have it broken into age brackets, so different divisions based off of age. So you can be in the painting category, but be in age 13 through 15, I believe. And then they have a different age bracket for the older teens. So this gives you a good chance of getting into the show. By the way, if you get in, it's an honor just to get in. If you win a ribbon, that's great, but just know that this is a competitive show. I do believe you guys have a great chance of getting into the show though, so it's worthwhile to try. Here I want to show you that if you go to page 11 of the guidebook, they show you how to photograph your work, which is incredibly important because they will eliminate you if you don't have your images photographed correctly. So one thing you want to do is make sure that your picture takes up the entire frame. So you shouldn't see any of the wall that it's hanging on. You want to make sure that you are shooting straight with your camera so it's not at a weird quirky angle. You want to make sure that the focus is centered on your painting or drawing. You also want to make sure that it is a JPEG that you're taking or another form that can be easily translated on their website. They also recommend using natural lighting. I'll give you one tip that I use when I'm photographing my work is that I'll actually set it on the ground and stand over it and look down with my camera on it. The only problem with that is you have to make sure that you're not casting a shadow on your artwork, but it's a great way to make sure that it is straight when you're photographing so your image turns out straight, and you can control the lighting. If you are shooting in shade, you don't want to shoot in direct sun with the sun directly on your artwork. I just clicked back on the student showcase icon and you can see there's an enter now tab. You want to click on that to enter your work. And remember, you can enter multiple pieces. You do have to know the dimensions of your work, so that would be in inches. So most of you on those paintings were doing 16 by 20 inches, but it's always good to double check those measurements. And the first thing it's going to ask you to do is to register. So you put in your first name, you type in your last name, and it's going to ask you a bunch of questions. It'll need to know your address. You're going to have to pay the $10 entry fee, and then there'll be a place for you to upload your artwork. It does walk you through that process pretty easily, and I think you guys will do fine. You're good at technology. But anyway, it's worthwhile for you to think about, and I'm talking to everybody here, not just selective students. Anybody can apply, and I'm encouraging you all to, because I don't think you realize how good you've become, and this would be excellent for you to do. Now, there is a commitment if you get into the art show. There's a date at which point you have to drop the work off at Cal Expo. I believe it's in June. I want to say it's June 25th, but I'd have to confirm that. You would be obligated to do that, and you'd also have to go and pick it up at the end of the show if you were accepted into the student showcase. Anyway, good luck. I think you'll do fine. Go ahead and apply.